Hey guys, this is Adam from esportsheaven.com, and I'm here with Mike Ross himself. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, thank you very much.
Okay, so I'm not sure if you entered Street Fighter. I know that you did a lot of commentary. So yes. Did you?
No, I'm actually refrained. I'm not allowed to enter tournaments anymore that are directly involved with the Capcom Pro Tour. Since I'm working at Twitch and we're kind of working hand in hand on that, so we just feel it's best that I'm not entering these tournaments because, as we know, if I did enter them and I body people like I normally do, possibly win. There's a possibility, then some people are going to say, well, that's not fair because he works with them. He rigged the bracket. So just to avoid that, I have stepped up to step aside and let other people have the pleasures of winning these tournaments.
You know, Mike, if only more people could make these kind of sacrifices for the community like you do.
Thank you. Yeah, you're right. I tried to hold a straight face. I couldn't do it.
You have moved into commentary, and you've been doing a bit more like, I guess, podcasts with the Capcom Pro Talk. How has that transition been like for you since you're not really in that competing mindset anymore?
I feel like it's an even bigger responsibility now because one of the problems that I always felt is that, the fighting game community, I felt this way since 2005. I felt it had like the weakest outlet for introducing players, personalities, events, just information. At least through video and content form. So with like the Capcom Pro Talk, now that I'm doing that, and now that people are starting to enjoy it and that's at least what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that, even within the company, they're like, hey, Mike, we actually like this. Maybe we can kind of build on this. So my goal is to keep it rising, get, some more opportunity to grow it and bring out the show that I've always been wanting to make. But I'm on path. Give me a couple years. I'm on path though.
So you're saying that you want this show that you want to make. What is Mike Ross's dream show? Is there like a talk show dedicated to fighting games or something like that?
Pretty much. Yeah, because I need to introduce. Like, I feel like I know so many of the. Like, I talk to everybody in the community. I know almost everybody in the community. I know all these people that have so much talent, from artists, people who make videos, players and stuff like that, but they're all centered around the Street Fighter universe, and I want to have a platform where they can show all of their talent, like whatever they have. I don't know, like I don't know if you watch it like often, but like I started incorporating this dude Hanzo Gonzo's videos into my segments because I think he's a super talented dude, and like, yo man, if you want a platform, let's do it. So that's what I'm trying to get to, man.
Okay, man. Maybe one day we'll have the Mike Ross show or something like that.
I'm working to build it no matter what. Even if there's no support on it, I'll still try to make it happen. So
there you have it, guys. Mike Ross is always there for you. But you talk about that, but doing that, you do have to step away from competition. Is that something that you really kind of was a hard decision for you because you do like competing, or are you kind of maybe those days are behind you?
Well, competing is always going to be in my blood no matter what. Even though I know I can't enter tournaments now, like I look at people, I see them win, and I'm just thinking, yeah, I could probably body them in a first to 5. I'm just thinking that. But I was okay walking away from it now. The only time where it might be a problem is when Street Fighter 5 comes out because I know I'm like going to be really good, but I won't be able to enter and show people how good I am. So that might hurt me, but I'll figure out a way to body everyone and still be okay, not get any companies in trouble.
Maybe you could just play like, your first 5 sets on the Capcom Pro Talk with Combo Fiend. Those are always pretty entertaining sets.
I would love to do that. I don't know if he would like the results right now if we played. He'll wait till they go in his favor. That's when he'll show up on the show. He won't show up right now because he knows what will happen in the first 5.
I see. That I guess that's how it works. But you've talked about how you're kind of stepping into that role of reaching out to me, showing all the different talents that are there that aren't really seen. Yeah. And I feel like that's kind of something that you've been trying to do. After you were with Complexity, you kind of went with IPL, and maybe that was something that you're trying to do. After IPL, unfortunately, it fell through. Were you kind of doubting yourself a little bit, and if you should still go in that direction, or perhaps like maybe go somewhere else?
Well, what it was I was more or less doubting like what is going to happen to the fighting game scene because there was a chance like we could get some real budget going into some of this stuff. Players would finally start getting the money that they deserve because competing forever, and I remember getting first place at a Wednesday night fights or something way back, and I'm happy to just walk away with like $90. Like seriously, like that now you can eat. But when IPL fell through, I was like, man, I was trying to do it. I thought I was going to do like bring in all this stuff for FGC and stuff, and when that faded, I was like, all right, whatever. Let me refocus, refigure out like how we're going to do this, and now here we are. I'm at Twitch now. Peter's over at Capcom. and we're back on track.
Again, Mike Ross is here, guys. Don't worry about it. Full steam ahead. I don't got anything else to say, Mike. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, are there any shout-outs you want to give, words you want to say to your fans, man? How can your fans follow you?
Hey, follow me on Twitter at that Mike Ross guy. You know, we release new episodes of Excellent Adventures every Sunday on youtube.com/crosscountertv. And as you mentioned, Capcom Pro Talk is every Tuesday, 7 p.m., twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters.
All right. Stay tuned to esportsheaven.com for more coverage of EVO 2015. I'll see you guys.